are going to take a look and see who is thinking about you. Now, this could be anybody, okay? Anybody, someone you may not be aware of. This could be a friend, family member, loved one of some sort, someone from your past. It can be anybody, so just keep an open mind here. These are fun because they're kind of a mystery reading. So, who is thinking about you? We're going to pick a sticker from the box to choose a pile, and we're going to do 4 piles. These are meant to be quicker readings, so we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. So pile 1, y'all have, of course, I actually just got done doing a reading just like a week or 2 ago, now that I'm filming this, that I picked this same exact sticker, so might mean something to somebody, I don't know, we'll see. So you have the bunch of cactuses there in the pot. Pile 2, who is thinking about you? So y'all have the well that looks like it has gold stars kind of off its back. Okay. So pile 3, who is thinking about pile 3 at this time? How is that even possible? Y'all look, there are a ton of stickers in this box, right? There's a ton of stickers. This is also the same sticker that I have pulled in this same reading I did with that one. So, I don't know. Maybe whoever is in those piles, they're still thinking about you. That's a Sagittarius constellation there. Okay, so pile 4, y'all have something different. This is a huge wave. Okay. All right. So, different, a little unusual, but there they are. Okay, guys, so always keep in mind you're in control of this reading. You can click off at any time. You don't have to listen to this reading, of course, if you start to feel like it's becoming more hurtful than helpful. Those are always my intentions, for it to be helpful, give you some clarity, some insight, perhaps, about what's coming towards you. Energies do shift and change. We change our minds all the time. So please just kind of see this more as an idea of someone that's thinking about you, and perhaps maybe whatever they're thinking about doesn't mean those intentions are set, right? This is just kind of meant to kind of, I don't know, just be fun and informative, I guess, okay? So use the meditation, please, to set your intentions for whatever you need to hear for your highest good about who's thinking about you, and timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the cactus here that is sitting in the pot, in this pot, it kind of looks like these are little hearts that are on the pot. They don't have to be. It's just kind of a design, but it kind of looks like hearts to me. Oh, sorry about that. Alarm may be important. You know, maybe somebody's thinking about the time that they have. Now, with the cactuses always remind me of boundaries, like upholding some boundaries, obviously, because a cactus has thorns. But they're so pretty to look at, you know. They also don't need too much care. Too much care. They kind of can grow pretty significantly on their own. When there is, you know, without any kind of water. So I don't know why I feel like that's significant here. I'll see how that kind of goes into the reading, but it could be that maybe someone is feeling kind of depleted, but maybe you aren't. I don't know. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with that, but we'll put that to the side and go ahead and get some oracle cards. Now, I am playing this by ear. I did this the other day in a reading, and I enjoyed it that way, so I'm going to continue that way. So I don't have any set oracles for what I'm going to use. I might not always do this, but I don't know. For some reason, I just feel like called to do it in this way. So I'm going to go towards the love oracles for y'all. Now, just because I'm using the love oracles doesn't mean this has to do with love. We'll see what comes out in the cards. Okay, so who is thinking about... Also, if you missed the intro, I have pulled that sticker recently in the last sticker reading that I did. So that might mean something to somebody. Might be significant for someone. Who is this that's thinking about pile 1 with the cactus? Felt like a card flipped. Who is thinking about pile 1 with the cactus? I just saw fear, and it flipped back. Truth. I'm gonna have to fix my lighting, guys. I feel like it's too dark. Okay, we'll see if that's better. Maybe I don't have a glare. Okay, let's keep going. Truth, confession, clarity, reveal, and secrets. Who is thinking about my pile 1s? Regret. Maybe this is somebody that regrets not confessing something to you, or maybe regrets keeping some secrets here. Regrets not telling the truth here about something. We have mistake, guilt, wrong choice, and apology. We have spiritual awakening here, so enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, and rebirth. I feel like this person has learned a significant lesson here, and this could be what they're thinking about when it comes to you, and regretting some choices maybe that they made, or just regretting maybe not being completely honest or telling the truth in some kind of way. Bringing some clarity here. Who's thinking about? You have home here as well. Comfort, safety, belonging, and shelter. And unexpected is here with surprise, unpredictable, shocking, and unusual. So this person may be thinking about perhaps maybe the situation with you may be somewhat unusual. They may have recently seen something about you that came across as somewhat shocking or surprising to them. It could be something that they've seen. You know, maybe she's looking at her phone there, like maybe there's something here about you and what you're doing right now, where you are, that they've seen that maybe have come across as somewhat unexpected. I'm going to get some Kipper cards. This home energy, I feel like this person's trying to find some sense of like comfort in this regret or these like wrong choices or mistakes here that were made. They're trying to find some kind of comfort in this, not telling you the truth or not being honest with you, and it being like a life lesson. You know, it's like somebody that's trying to find peace of where things are. Tell me about this person. In sudden wealth, number 11. 777 could be important. It's a very abundant number. Tell me about this person. Okay. Number 16 in thoughts. So obviously, this person's thinking about you. This person could be thinking about something in particular here. Concern is at the bottom. Number 33. This is the number 16 with thoughts, which is the Tower. 11 would be justice. And you read these Kipper cards a little differently, but I do feel like, because I already talked about, obviously when we're talking about this person thinking about you, they could be thinking about you at this time, perhaps because of something that they're seeing here. This could have to do with something in abundance. They could be seeing you, you know, I mean, for all I know, this person could be seeing you live your best life. But with concern here, it makes me wonder if whatever this person's seeing, they're kind of concerned with what they're seeing. I do feel like they are having some kind of wake-up call or awakening or going through some sort of understanding here, epiphany, about the situation. And it may have to do with this sudden wealth. Okay, so let's see what I mean by that. We're going to use the Modern Witch Tarot. You also have 33 over here with concern. That was a horrible shuffle. This deck, I love this deck so much, but I wish they'd make like a... might not use it even. I wish they would make like a a copy of it that is, the cardstock is not so thick. It's like the cardstock is the thickest cardstock there is. Anyways, I kind of ventured off there, hon. I was just now noticing all these people are sitting still. He's sitting. This is the only one that's kind of alive or woken up here and not sitting still, and it's the spiritual awakening card. This person maybe is just kind of sitting on this, their thoughts here. This could be somebody. I cannot shuffle. I'm not using this deck. When I can't shuffle a deck like, when I can't talk, when I can't shuffle a deck like that, I feel like I'm not meant to use it. Oh, look what I just turned to. You have the Lovers here, Gemini energy, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. This person may be kind of understanding something about the dynamics of your connection differently. This person may have not been honest with you about it, how they felt or what they wanted. There's definitely, I feel like, some kind of lack of honesty here. This person does think about telling you the truth at times, telling the truth about things, Ten of Swords, but I wonder if this person feels like it wouldn't get them anywhere, you know, with that Ten of Swords, Page of Swords in the reverse, or you just wouldn't believe them anyways. Sun in reverse, yeah. Like it would just be a disappointment. But yet, there's still this concern that's here, right? Also, 6 is a number that's relevant. I'm seeing 33 there, and 16. You also have 111. 6 is a number of equal give and take, balance. And so I'm wondering if this person may be thinking about, there's a 6 there as well with the 2. This person may be thinking about some sort of new energy or new beginning and what that would look like as far as the equal give and take or finding balance in that. Okay, this is the, now what am I using? Yeah, the Awakened Tarot. I knew that, guys, I did. I did know that, I promise. The Awakened Tarot, let's see. This person may get sidetracked a lot, or maybe they're trying to get sidetracked. They're trying to keep their mind busy. I don't think this person likes to sit in their thoughts, but they are concerned. You have that peace lily here in the background in this card. Okay. It's important. Why is the truth here? What is this about? Who is thinking about pile 1? 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. This person, they're thinking about a choice that they've made, or they're indecisive here about making a choice. Ooh, yeah, they regret the Devil here. That's pretty self-explanatory. Whatever it was that was toxic or became toxic, or there was something here that was ended toxic, you know, there's this Devil energy here. So whatever that is when it comes to this person, it's thinking about you. They are definitely thinking about regretting that Devil energy that's there, whatever that is. Okay, 7 of Swords just fell on the table. So I guess I need to know that. This can be some kind of deception. This can be somebody that's kind of like doing whatever they can to kind of sneak away from a situation, sneak away from facing a situation. You have those 2 swords that are there. So, you know, he goes into the army's camp and he steals the swords. That way it's preventing, you know, of course it's preventing conflict in the battle, but it's a sneaky way of doing things. It's not honorable in any kind of way. So this person may regret this, kind of doing something deceptive and not being honest. They've lied about something particular. This is something this person's regretting. Indulging, that could be it. Bringing some kind of toxicities to the dynamic. Why is spiritual awakening here? What is this about? And this person thinking about Paul 1. Yeah, the Page of Cups is This could also be like a rebirth, you know, this person thinking about perhaps like a message or opening up, or I honestly don't, I just feel like that's a thought, a passing thought. Because I think that there's just kind of daydreaming or wondering about this. Why is this could also be a, you know, someone that they're kind of waking up to. It could be like the innocence of someone in, it could be a person, it could be a child, but like the innocence here, someone, or it could just simply be a message. The Tower in reverse. So there may have been like a solid foundation here, a sense of security or safety with the home. With that Tower in reverse, it's obviously like the dust settling after the storm, you know. Something significant really happened here that caused that tower to come down, that kind of disturbed the peace. And this, the Tower in reverse, is like picking up the pieces from that. I think this person's thinking about picking up the pieces from a tower, what that would even look like, but I don't feel like this person's in any shape or form of taking any kind of action. I think that they're kind of sitting and thinking, or they're passing thoughts. Maybe they're trying not to think about it. Why is the Two of Pentacles in the reverse? The Moon. This person's really kind of indecisive and all up in their head. It's not that this isn't important to this person, it's that they're trying to make it to where it's not a significant thought. You know, like it's not a, because of this, I do feel like this person has regrets here. Whatever that looks like for y'all, the way things ended, some mistakes that were made, some deceptive energy. The Seven of Swords is obviously that, you know. What is the Seven of Swords? If this person lied about something, what is that Seven of Swords? Or snuck away? You know, they may have snuck away without explanation, kind of thing. Seven of Swords, what is that? Yeah, the Three of Wands in reverse. This could have been someone that kind of just ran away, put distance here, ghosted you. The way they went about doing things, I feel like is what this person is sitting in this regretful energy around. This is like somebody saying, I wish I would have done things differently, obviously. Why is that Page of Cups here? I didn't talk about the Moon very much. That's Pisces energy. Cancer's there too. But it's basically like looking at illusions of things, right? Being afraid of the consequences is something that's here with that Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's like not making the right choice to kind of confess or to be clear about something or to tell the truth about something, and the consequences of that, how that's going to play out. I think that's really what this person's thinking about. Why is that Page of Cups here? Yeah, the Knight of Cups. So that is action. Still, I feel like that this is like a, even though this is action, I feel like it's more of a dream, like an idea of how something could go. Pisces energy is big there. Why is the Tower here in reverse? Okay. Did you see that? Can y'all see the way that came out? Strength. Leo energy. The Tower, Scorpio energy. The 16, the Tower is right next to what I said earlier, the 16 with thoughts. There may be some kind of a strong foundation that's here, or strong stability, like a longevity, or what number is this? 83 is the number of this house, may be important to somebody. That is the number 11, which it's also sitting next to the number 11 here. How strange is that? So you have 11, 11, 16, 16. There's definitely this idea of someone waking up or realizing some things, kind of getting on a straight and narrow, like trying to get on the straight and narrow, perhaps. Maybe they're just doing this in their life in general. But the Strength, is having to find the courage or find the strength to put yourself or something back together. What's this person's energy overall towards you at this time? What's this person's energy overall towards you at this time? Paul 1. The Four of Swords in reverse. This person is indecisive. This is somebody that does get kind of stuck in their head, like with reevaluating a situation, or like they think about something too long. I can tell like this person kind of bounces back and forth of maybe at night they think about this more. You know, it's kind of that energy of when you lay in bed at night and you can't keep yourself busy other than to try to go to sleep. So they may be able to keep themselves occupied or busy during the day. How are you seeing this person? What's your energy? What's your energy towards this person, Paul 1? What's your energy towards this particular person? Ooh, death. Scorpio energy. So either you're seeing things as completely changed. Obviously, maybe an ending here with this person. You're seeing this, you know, the end. Can you clarify that? How else are you seeing this person? The Five of Wands. You may be conflicted here about an ending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get that out of all these numbers. You have 13 and 5 here. So there's this pattern of thinking. Ending the conflict or ending the struggle may be something you think about when you think about this person. Wanting to change the situation could be something for some of you, but I feel like you're still conflicted about the ending, perhaps, with that Five of Wands. The Queen of Cups. I wasn't expecting that. It's Cancer energy. You have Scorpio here too, with death. To me, this is like, I think that you're conflicted here because with this ending, I feel like that you still have like emotions in some way for this person, even if that's just empathy or compassion. And this may be why it's conflicting, why the ending is conflicting. Maybe the way you feel about this person has changed. You may still have love for this person, but maybe the way you feel about him has changed, or you're just confused about how you feel. Maybe you don't know how to feel about the ending. You're still kind of conflicted about it. Maybe you're trying to also just kind of show yourself compassion and grace. It's interesting. Where are you at in your thought process, though, with this person as far as moving forward? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're very guarded. You're very almost overly protective of your own energy here, of yourself. You're also like releasing this. This is the feeling of protecting yourself and releasing something. I do feel like some of you maybe just be trying to release this with love. But that Five of Wands is there. There may have been some kind of outside interference here for some of you that can look like competition or tension due to kind of outside influences. Maybe you're confused or conflicted around an outside influence, and that's why you don't know how to feel. Okay, lots of different kinds of scenarios I can gather from that. The Seven of Pentacles with that Page of Pentacles, you may be kind of waiting on this person to offer you something, or an apology, or to give to you in some kind of way. You may be trying to kind of manifest that. See all the sixes that are here, and then the seven? Gemini energy's there as well. Some Virgo. So I feel like this is a card of waiting, you know? Maybe you feel like that this will come back together at some point. That Six of Pentacles and that Page of Pentacles would have to be someone offering you something or giving to you in some way. But the Six of Wands is like, I mean, to me, that's kind of recognizing that you're waiting on for something that may never may never really happen. Like, this is like not having any expectation around this. Like, the Magician's like, there's 10 of Cups. Like, yeah, this is what I would like for something to happen. This is how I'd like for something to go, but you don't have any kind of, you don't feel like that's what's going to happen, or that's going to be successful. So you're not putting too much of your thought into that, creating some kind of expectation out of it, you know? Okay, what's going to happen with this person, and then we'll get some message cards and some advice. This person take any kind of action here towards pile 1? I do feel like they're indecisive, though. Some of you know, not really. No, they're not indecisive. They kind of know where things are. They kind of go back and forth, to be honest with you. I don't know that this person would actually fully admit that, though. This person's ego may get the better end of them here with that Devil and the Seven of Swords. Because that Three of Wands is kind of like someone that would run away from a situation instead of facing it dead on, because that would, you know, obviously hurt their ego in some kind of way. It's easier to kind of ghost or run. It's also maybe somebody that's kept you waiting for a long time. Yeah, really kept you in your head for a long time. There's that Six of Pentacles again. Waiting for something from this person, or for them to offer you something or give you some kind of information or understanding, and kind of left you there waiting. Two of Wands in reverse is landing on the floor, which can be a card of waiting for something that never happens. Plans that never come together, something like that. Okay, what actions, if any, will this person take towards pile 1 at this time? Let's say the next few months. No. Knight of Swords in the reverse. What is that about? What is that about? I think I just heard thunder. Supposed to storm today. I love thunder. I love thunder. I love the sound of thunder. Isn't it the best? Rain and thunder. Anyway, sorry. The Seven of Cups. This person actually... What? The Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, that's my dogs by the door. I'm probably going to have to let them in soon because I have a dog. One golden doodle. I have 2. One of them is terrified of storms. The fact that I'm telling y'all this right now, and something that popped in my head when I saw that Seven of Cups, was with that Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is someone that kind of just rushes in. In reverse, they can be coming towards you in a particular way. Not the best of ways. Tell me about what that Knight of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, the Four of Wands. That's the home energy. This person may be somewhat unpredictable. If they do come towards you, it's not going to be something that they plan. And it may be out of like having some kind of reaction to something. Maybe something that they see. Why is the Seven of Cups here, though? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I don't understand that. I don't understand this. Like the Three of Swords in reverse. So this I don't like. Something may happen with this person where they may not, like, they are looking at their options, and one of their options is to come in and heal the situation here with you. I don't know what's going on here that makes this person want to do this or come in this way. Something happens. Either something they see from you or something. What happens here? This 4 of Wands. The Lovers in reverse. If this person's in any kind of situation, they may find themselves unhappy in that situation or find themselves in a place to where they don't align with that situation anymore. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. Why the 7 of Pentacles? The 6 of Wands, we saw that combination for you earlier. 6 of Wands in reverse. Why the 6 of, why though? The King of Cups in reverse. See, the King and Queen of Cups is now on the table now. That's Cancer and Scorpio. It could be Pisces too. I feel like the time that it's taken for something to, and I also don't feel like this person has that Page of Swords in reverse with that Lovers. I don't like. If this person was in another relationship or something like that, they may not be honest with you about that. There's also maybe something going on there that causes them to be in this 9 of Swords. This can also be someone that gets kind of frustrated because they feel like, you know, you don't have the truth here of a situation. But they're very impulsive about it. And there's George. Oh, hey, bud. I'm going to have to open the door. Come on, babe. Sorry guys, my animals are going crazy because the storms are coming. I feel like you've waited so long, you know, I feel like you won't even recognize this person in the same way. I don't know how much time goes by here. You have the World at the bottom of the deck. The World represents endings. It represents, endings and closure. How much time is going on here? I think this person may wait just like too long. I think that's their intention too. If this person comes towards pile 1, how long will that be? I said a few months earlier, but you have October here, the 24th. Oddly enough, since while I'm filming this, we haven't got to this date yet. I don't know if I'm going to get this reading out in time for that, but that could be relevant to somebody. You also have March at the bottom. So it could be in between these months, October and March. You have March the 17th, October the 24th. Those could just be important days as well. March the 17th would be, actually, that would be Pisces season, which is February and March. Right at the end of Pisces season, actually. Okay. It's funny too because October the 24th, well, that's Scorpio season. It's actually the very beginning of Scorpio season though. Okay, anyway, maybe irrelevant for somebody, but what would this person say to you? Let's take a look. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to use something different for y'all. Okay, what would this person say to pile 1 if they could say anything? Chemistry. I've never felt this passion this intense. Ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. That might be part of this person's wake-up call or realization. Habits. I don't know if I'll ever change. This isn't just about you, I feel like. I feel like this person's thinking about other things too in their life. I just feel like you may have be highlighting other things. What else would this person say to pile 1 if they holding back? I should have expressed myself better. That's what I was talking about here. Anything else? Secrets. I haven't told you everything. I don't want to dive too far into that, but that's definitely something that's here. It has to do with around choices that this person made. Bottom of the deck says disagreements. I wish you understood how I felt. And I feel like you don't understand how this person feels because I feel like they haven't been honest with you. All you know is the 7 of Swords and the Devil. They've kind of left you in that place. You ever been in a situation with somebody, they're like, well, you don't know the truth, and it's like, well, tell me. So I'll know, instead of coming up with all these ideas and solutions to how to cope through this, you know, understanding that of what I have. It's like going to a court hearing and getting 2 sides of the story, but you only get to hear one side. Well, you're going to conclude that that's what happened, right? You know, I mean, that's common sense, right? I'm curious, though. Curiosity always gets the better of me in the readings. That's why they're long. Why is the moon here? What is... Oh, that popped right out. Threatening. Intimidating, threatened, and bothered. What is that about? There's something here to do with that this person isn't telling you fully. What is that about? Could be about someone else or wants you back. They could have been bothered by someone else wanting you back, or maybe that could be on their part. They felt threatened here in some way. Maybe they felt like you were going to reject them or something, so they pulled away from the situation. We have Forcer here. Forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. And spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. I don't know, but I feel like someone else kind of got in the way. There's something here that they were bothered about, or somebody else got in the way of this that they didn't tell you about. This could be on their side or yours, I guess. Anything else you can tell me about that before I leave? Thief. It says robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional, and reflecting is at the bottom. Something happened with this person emotionally, I feel like, where they may have been like bothered or afraid or threatened in some kind of way by someone else or another situation or something like that. It could have been from their side or your side. I'm not sure which. Y'all can put the pieces there somewhat, you know. If I dive too deep into it, it will become more, you know, it won't be as of a broad understanding. So let's get some advice. We're going to get an affirmator. Can you give me an overall card for advice for pile 1 about this person? Yes, y'all have 2. We're going to start here with grounded. Well, basically. Nature. Okay. It's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of the man-made box. Take a walk in the woods. Smell those flowers. Hug some trees. You might think that you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree hugger and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well then I guess you're a robot. My son wants to be a robot for for Halloween. I don't know why I'm telling y'all that, but I don't know, it just came to mind. Peacefulness. I have peaceful, tranquillic, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so that we can all keep enjoying it, and I can get my security deposit back. Some of you, this may have been something that really damaged your heart, and you may be in a place to where you're trying to understand. This may have been a big lesson about who you allow into your heart, who you give your heart to, and understanding how important boundaries are and protecting yourself when you start to feel someone else's energy off. And instead of giving more, pull back until you decide or understand what's going on. This may have been a bigger lesson in that. You may have tried to do that and maybe it backfired on you. But I mean, you learn something about yourself every time, right? Okay, so overall card for advice, and then we'll get some initials and charms to close. So what is the last advice you want to leave pile 1 with, Spirit? Last bit of advice to leave pile 1 with. Okay, we have get your power back. Yes, number 13. That's kind of what these cards really insinuate as well. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take back your power. Number 13. 13 is death and tarot, which is the first card that came up for how you are seeing this person. So after an ending, perhaps, or after things change, this is telling you to get your power back in the situation. Maybe this caused you to kind of forget who you are. Get back to yourself is what they're saying. Okay, do that perhaps through nature, groundedness. If I didn't have a football game I had to go to, I would go stand out in the rain today just to have a nice little cleanse. Okay, lots of initials. Let's go through these first. We have R, S, T, C, B, S, B, S, C, B, S. We have T, O, J, W or M, X, H, and, well, you have a W and an M here, actually. Then you also have life's what you make it. Yep. Be a nice human. Love is never wasted. Don't let your happiness depend on something that you may lose. And then you have the big giant pill, which always reminds me of a hard pill to swallow, but this also looks like an antibiotic to me, amoxicillin actually. So to me, this is like a hard pill to swallow, but it's also what's best. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it is what's best for you at this time. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. I hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 2. So if you chose the big, beautiful whale, and then, I don't know if y'all can see it clearly, but you have all these strings that are on its back, this gold here, but at the end of the string there's a bunch of stars. And I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all can really see that, but so whales always, I feel like, are the big loves of the ocean, right? They're the ones that carry all the love. Just kind of going about their business, not really hurting anybody. That's just kind of the way I see whales. Nobody can change my mind. That's just the way I see them. But with all these stars here on its back, it's almost like we're talking about who's thinking about you. This could be somebody that's really kind of imagining some things here with you, imagining different things. Like this is someone that sees you as where they can imagine like a lot of different ways or scenarios of the two of you and who you are. I want to I want to say this may be somebody that doesn't know you that well. Just because there's so many stars, and the stars actually represents like a wish or desire. So it's like somebody like thinking, like seeing you or knowing you in some kind of way, but kind of coming up with all these different kinds of ideas of what kind of person you are, what you're like, you know, or that kind of thing. So I don't know where this is going to take us. From now on, I'm just kind of, well, for right now, change it up. I'm just kind of playing the oracles by ear, so I pull what I feel called, and there is a particular deck that I'm looking for. Here it is. I haven't actually used this in a while. If I can get it out, if I can get it out, I'll use it. Okay, this is actually called the Love Oracles, but I think I say that and then I joke around because there's so many cards that are actually called the Love Oracles. It's kind of like, which ones are they? Okay. All right. So there's a bunch of these. Let's give these a couple of quick shuffles here. Choices and jealousy is something I just saw. So who's thinking about pile 2? Love offer I just saw. They may be jealous of other people around you, or maybe my dog, guys. She's just the sweetest thing ever, but she has real bad anxiety with storms, and she knows a storm is coming. She's just sitting in front of my door with her back to me, but I can still see her face, and she's just looking back at me like, help me, please, don't leave me out here. I know it's coming. Bless her heart. I'll have to bring her in a minute. It's not bad though. It's just getting dark. She's just, dogs sense that. This person may be somebody that kind of senses that perhaps you're anxious or you've been through a lot or something like that. Who is thinking about, I just saw soulmate 2 and love offer with commitment. There it is again. This may be somebody that's thinking about a commitment with you. Who is this person that's thinking about pile 2? Who's this person thinking about pile 2? New perspective. I'm seeing us with new eyes. It's all clear now. So this is someone that may be holding on. It hurts to let go, but sometimes it hurts more to hold on. For some of you, watching you, for some of you, I feel like this is someone either from your distant past, okay? Not something recent. Either someone from your distant past, or this is someone that, it could be new, that has some kind of interest in you, and they may be seeing you as someone that could be holding on to, because we talked about that, like holding on to your past in some way. They're identifying you as being someone that's still healing in some way, but with this new perspective, this is definitely somebody that is trying to gain a new perspective on you. Watching you on your social media lights up my mood. Who is this person? Wear and tear. This love is starting to wear on me. Something has to change. And lust. If only you knew how I crave you. This is somebody that's hold on. The bottom of the deck says new beginnings. Okay, I hate to say this, but I am getting like a mixed vibe here from y'all. Like, some of y'all, you may know who this is, but again, I feel like this is someone from your more distant past. And then for others of you, this could be somebody new. Or somebody you just don't know very well. Maybe you know who they are, but you don't know, you don't know that this person is looking at you in this way. Guys, this feels like somebody that's got their eye on you, so much so that they're starting to get to this feeling of wanting you, craving you. It's starting to wear on this person. The stars that we mentioned, it's like This person is like, you're constantly like on this person's mind, thinking about like the possibilities, where something could go, what could happen, or just thinking about you. If they have memories with you, that's something that's there. But they're definitely in a state of mind to where it's starting to wear and tear on this person about wanting a new beginning or wanting a beginning here with you. This says, let's forget about the past, take a chance, and start again. Tell me more about this person that's thinking about pile 2 with the whale. Yeah, ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. I do feel like this is someone that may be coming towards you very soon. We'll take a deeper look at that. Tell me more about who this person is. Who is this person? Tell me more about this person. 2 cards came out. Bottom of the deck, soulmates here again. So this is somebody you have a soul contract with, soul agreement with. You have time, need time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. And then boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. I feel like, okay, here we go, okay? Here's the scenarios I'm feeling. Some of you, again, this is someone you already do know, someone from your very distant past. I don't feel like it's someone newer. I feel like it's someone from your distant past. I do feel like there's been some time here between the 2 of you. You actually have 12:45 on the clock there, I think. But I also feel like, I guess it could also be 9 o'clock, but I also feel as if with the boat card, if this is someone from your past, it's like they still haven't really closed the chapter, or they haven't closed the book here with you. This is someone that may still kind of be experiencing or healing from the situation somewhat. But I feel like this is someone that's ready to kind of move on or move through those obstacles in some way. They still feel like they have a soul contract with you. For others of you, this is somebody that is new and they're actually still going through a healing process themselves. They may also see you as doing that. I don't know, this holding on card, I keep wanting to look at it and I keep thinking holding back when I'm reading it instead of holding on. They could be holding back because they're still holding on to someone else or holding on to another situation, or this could be holding on to something from the past. Okay, so this person may like boats or water or something like that. I don't know why that's coming to mind. There may be some kind of celebration that's here. Anniversary date, celebration. You have these balloons that are here with ascending, so it's like this new energy. This is new energy. Okay. I'm going to try to use this deck. This is the Modern Witch Tarot, and it's being a little stubborn. So we'll see how it goes for y'all. Maybe I just wasn't meant to use it today. Yeah, it's still doing it. Like, I don't like this card stock at all. You have a King of Wands here with the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I think this person's getting over their own situation, fear, insecurities. Nope. I'm just not going to be able to shuffle this deck like that. What in the... Yeah, look at that. Ace of Cups. There's that Nine of Swords again in reverse. I think they want something new here. A new relationship with you. A new beginning with you. But they're trying to get over their anxiety. Now you have King of Pentacles here. Okay. This cardstock is so thick. And so just... It's hard to shuffle. I wish they would make another one. I'm obsessed with telling y'all this because I said it in pile 1 too. I wish they would make another one and just make it more floppy, you know, like a thinner cardstock. Different version of it. That'd be awesome. Anyway. Maybe I'll try to put in that request. Okay, now you have King of Swords in reverse. New perspective. New perspective. King of Swords in reverse. Aquarius energy. This is definitely somebody that feels like they've had... I don't like the King of Swords in reverse, though. New perspective. But this says new perspective. So it could be that either you or they are getting a new perspective over a situation. Let me get a clarifier for that, because that can be kind of confusing. doesn't help me at all. It's the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you have a King, Queen of Swords in reverse. Some of you, this may be somebody where you don't, I don't know, something happened here between the two of you. Maybe you don't understand each other, or there's been some words. This person feels like maybe you don't understand them, or they haven't understood you, or the situation. What's the dynamic here with this new perspective? The Nine of Swords. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Why is holding on here? I might have to pull the cards out and kind of see where we're at. Ten of Wands in reverse. There's some kind of burden that this person's carrying around, or has been, that they want to let go of or release. Something they've been holding on to. Even if this is someone new, it's like it's time to let go of that, you know? And this right here could be part of that. There could be someone that this person has been dealing with. Now, this could represent you if you already know who this is, right? But there could have been somebody here that this person's been dealing with that there's something to do with cutting someone off or out and seeing a different perspective of that. And it causing like stress and anxiety. I don't know if they've done that to you or if this is someone else that they've done this to. But since then, or because of that, they've gained some new perspective. Oh gosh, guys, I'm going to have to let my dogs in. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. My dog gets kind of stressed out when there's a storm, and it started raining, so I went ahead and brought him in. Okay. So let's keep going. Why is the Ten of... Well, let's just pull everything. Why is the watching you here? What is this watching you enter? Okay. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. This person's being sneaky. This person's being sneaky, watching you. Why is the wear and tear here? The Page of Pentacles. Something to do with it making you an offer, a new beginning, a lesson that they've learned in this. Offering you a new beginning. It's taking its toll on them. Why is lust here? Or wanting a new beginning here with you. The Ten of Cups in the reverse with lust. That's kind of a strange combination. This could be somebody like trying to keep their emotions out of something, or this could be like Ten of Cups is like when you really, with this card, it's like when you really, really want something, but you're afraid if you get it, it's not going to be what you've built up in your head. That's strange. The tens that are in reverse are kind of an indicator if you've already had some kind of cycle with this person, and it ended or didn't end well. Why is that Ten of Wands here? Tell me about that Ten of Wands being in reverse. What is this about? The Knight of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like that this is somebody that is still working on it. Does that make sense? This is somebody that they're taking responsibility of something here too. Maybe like the way that they've acted or represented themselves. But I feel like this is somebody that's just trying to work on something, wants to work something out, work on it. Because this can be very impulsive. With that Ten of Wands in reverse, I feel like this person's trying to work on that, work on being too impulsive. So this could be why they're holding back. Why is the Seven of Swords here with the... I feel like most of y'all know who this is. The Chariot in the reverse. That's another card of holding back. The Seven of Swords. This person's watching you. They're watching you. I heard all eyes on you. in my head. The Seven of Wands also fell in my lap. I just caught it. Why is this so hard for this person? Wear and tear. This love is starting to wear on me. Something has to change. This is like somebody that feels like something was a hard lesson. But this is like knowing that moving forward or having a new beginning can be something that's very difficult. This is also somebody that's asking themselves a lot of questions about this. Could you do this? Do you think it would be like this? Like, they're asking themselves these kind of questions. You think you're ready for that? Are you capable of that? Do you think that you could, move on from that? It's this person thinking about you. The Chariot in reverse means basically this person's not moving, and they're not moving, but they are keeping tabs on you here. Like, this is somebody that's moving in the shadows. Why is the Ten of Cups here in reverse? They're trying to not be impulsive here with their decision making, trying to do something differently. Okay, what was that? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. When it comes to a new beginning or offering something. Okay, the Eight of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, this is somebody that's trying to not get in their head. Like, they're not trying to be in a place to where they're creating some kind of crazy fantasy about how this could work out, that with that lust energy, I don't feel like it's actually like physical lust, even though I do feel like that's something that's building in this person because they're watching you. But I also feel like the lust can represent with that Ten of Cups, like having a fantasy or a desire or a dream, and it being very, it could, if you dream, yeah, that song's coming to mind. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. What is this like? I don't know it. Hey Siri, can you give me the lyrics to A Dream is a Wish that your heart makes? I have no clue what that song is, I don't know what that song is. I'm pretty sure that's a Cinderella, right? Cinderella sings that? A dream is a wish your heart makes. I'm sorry. I'm wasting way too much time on this. I'm going to keep going. That's something maybe you should look up. I don't know. There's some kind of lyrics or something that's there that I feel like is important. It says the lyrics highlight the dreams can reflect one's deepest desires, and that maintaining faith and optimism can help make that dream come true. But I don't feel like that's what this person's in, though. I feel like that's a thought, like that's something they're thinking about not being in. Like, don't be in that dreamy kind of state where you create disappointment, Okay, what is going on with this person over here? Let's figure out, what are we going to figure out? Why the Nine of Swords why is this Nine of Swords here? The Four of Swords. It's just the same meaning. That's just the same meaning. I do think this person has they're tired of thinking about this, or they've overthought it in some kind of way, yeah. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? The Magician. There's that King of Wands. Leo energy and Gemini, Virgo. You could be done with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius here too. With all this is all fire besides the Pentacle here. This is somebody that's trying to, they don't know what they want either. They're trying to gain some insight. They don't have everything they need in order to understand what it is that they want moving forward. So they're holding back, trying to gain some insight, trying to work on not being impulsive, thinking before they act. That kind of, all of that is there. They're trying to, because this can be like trying to manipulate your energy to not being a knight and being a king in the situation, you know, being a leader, trying to do the right thing, or trying to not be impulsive. Control your urges. You know, that's something that's there. As I say that, the Six of Cups fell on the floor. This may have been what they've done in the past, and so they're trying not to do that. Why is the Chariot in reverse with that Seven of Swords? The Moon. Okay, that's another card of like a deception. So I do feel like this person is spying on you. I feel like they're watching you in some way. I feel like they're just kind of keeping tabs on you, and it may become somewhat obsessive at times, even with the Moon there. Cancer, Pisces, you have double Cancer here. I don't know if I should do that or not. So we're just going to do it. I feel like they don't know a lot, maybe, about you or what's going on with you, especially if this is someone newer. So they are definitely spying on you, trying to figure things out. Thinking about what they see, what they find. Okay, what is the Page of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands? Tell me about this a little more. I just remembered how... Well, I don't want to use the spider. What are we going to use? Let's just use the key, I guess. I forgot how, like, these cards are. So, that's the Three of Pentacles, by the way. Yeah, this is like somebody wanting to offer some kind of commitment here to you, or working together, or working something out, you know, creating something together. Getting over maybe some kind of challenge or difficulty here. I feel like this is more so this person, though, especially if this is someone new. It's like maybe challenging for this person to come in and kind of offer something to you. Or if you know this person, there's a significant lesson here that you're having to kind of work through with this person. Why is that Eight of Swords in the reverse? The Ten of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. See how the number sequence here is 7 and the 8 and the 10 and the 10, but you're missing the 9 besides here where it's the thinking. So I do feel like something is going to happen soon, perhaps, with this person, because they're in this, they're trying to get over that last, like, obstacle where kind of fear sets, fear kind of sinks in. It's like the biggest hurdle, right? Anxiety and fear before you actually go and take action. They're building up their confidence here, though. The Seven of Pentacles is giving something some time, you know, so it's like, I'm not going to create some kind of crazy fantasy of what this could be until I kind of experience this and put some energy into it and see what happens. So, I mean, this is somebody, despite this fire that's here, as far as this person, that King of Swords is the first energy that came out. But I feel like this is someone that's trying to be logical or reasonable here in some way. Okay, so what can you expect from this person in the future, next couple of months, if anything? What can you expect from this person? Well, you have a Queen of Pentacles. Taurus for me. You have an Eight of Cups. And you have Death in reverse. What? Huh. Queen of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Cups. Some of y'all may turn this down because you're afraid of repeating another cycle with this person. Some of y'all, there's some kind of imbalance that's here. Like, you may sense that this person is not ready for something, or it just, you may even get like somewhat frustrated, or you may still be frustrated with this person for some of you. I feel like, yeah, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. feel like you're kind of with that Five of Pentacles in reverse and be like, situation changing, you know, moving into a different way, getting better though. This is kind of different, okay, the way I'm fixing to read these cards, because I'm talking about this person and what kind of energy they're going to be bringing in. I think you may get kind of frustrated with this person. The Five of Wands is in reverse here. At least you have the fives in reverse. There's a waiting period that's here. The Emperor and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. This is kind of different, okay? Even if you know who this is, especially if you know who this is. For some of you, you may feel as if like you're afraid of just repeating a cycle with this person, and you may feel that way because their energy's off and you've identified with it. Their energy is not the same. Like you feel like there's definitely something off with their energy, and or even if you don't know who this is, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't rub you right, you know. So there's this feeling of not taking some kind of opportunity here with them because you feel as if maybe you feel like this person's still kind of emotionally detaching from something else, or even a situation with you. It's like, or maybe that's you that's doing this, but there's still some kind of, it's like detaching from the idea of something. In order to get to a better place, you kind of have to detach from the idea of something here. And I feel like you see this as you could just repeat a cycle, and maybe you're just wanting to leave things the way they are. This can be like, I don't want to, the idea that I have of you now to change, and I feel like if we move into this place that it could get worse, or we could repeat a cycle, or it could change, you know, and I don't want to go down that road. I'd rather just leave things the way they are. You're reading this person like there's something off with their energy, and you know it, and you feel it. And so you kind of separate yourself. And what is off with this person's energy that's so alarming? Because it's definitely alarming. That Page of Pentacles, hold on. Queen of Pentacles that's here is your energy, I feel like. And I feel like I just feel like that you're in kind of a peaceful place. And you feel like this person's energy is that Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius in reverse. Or in other words, it doesn't feel balanced. How are you seeing this person here with this? Yeah, played out. Something it's kind of, you feel like it's kind of played out, the situation itself, or you've already been through this before with this person, or even like, yeah, look at this. Screenshot, same shit, different day. Yeah. Getting proof, evidence, and facts. It's like you already know this person for some of you, or you already have lived this scenario with someone. And this is just going through a cycle here with someone else. And could be kind of testing you, but I feel like you're reading the situation as the situation's kind of played itself out. You don't feel the same way with this person. They don't feel the same, like it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel balanced. And you're deciding to not take the opportunity because you feel like it would just put you in you wouldn't feel good. Like you feel like if you were with this person, they would make you feel like you were missing something or lacking something or something like that. And it's because of the way that you're reading this person's energy. And so I think you're choosing to walk away from this because you don't want to repeat the same shit, you know? You feel like this person here is getting over something, evolving, trying to change something here. Like you feel like there's still some things they're unclear about, and that's what's throwing you off. You know this person's not clear about you, and that's what's throwing you off. Fake accounts is here. This person really could be watching you. We have creeping right underneath that and in their head. Yeah. are... Hold on. Why is that Ace of Pentacles in reverse with that Five of Pentacles in reverse? For you. Marrying for money. Yeah, I feel like this isn't going to give you scarcity tactics. You may be just afraid of this too, but I think that you feel as if this person is just going to, maybe there's a using energy here, or this is something that you've experienced already, and you can you're reading it. Like you're reading the energy and the feeling, and you don't like it, and it doesn't feel good, and you don't want to be in that place to where you don't feel good. And so you're choosing to kind of just walk away from it altogether. So for some of you, if this is someone new, this is someone that you just kind of feel like the energy's off, it doesn't feel right, and you don't want to, you've already healed, through certain things, and it's like, I don't want to experience what I experienced in the past. I'd rather just move on from this. Will this change at all with this person after some time goes by? Will this change at all? Ace of Cups. So, wasn't expecting that. Can you clarify that? Okay. Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay. That doesn't mean that this won't ever come back together. The Empress is in reverse with the Nine of Cups. I think you're needing to, for some of you, if you're single here, I think you're kind of needing to find peace on your own first, or yeah, there's some confusion or conflict that you're still kind of processing or getting over here. Trying to find balance and deciding what it is that you even want when it comes to a relationship. But I do feel like that this isn't completely lost either. I just feel like the timing is off here. It's like you come back together with this person, maybe even, but it's not for long, or you come together with this person, but it's just like almost ends before it even gets off the ground because the energies are off. And it's because of this Nine of Wands. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background, on your side, on their side, between the two of you even. And I do feel like you may get another opportunity here to see if things are different, though, in the future. I just feel like it's after you give yourself some love and attention here. And them too, it's after they do the same. Let's see what this person would say to you. So these are going to be a little different depending on if you know who this is or not. Okay. This is a different type of reading, but y'all know I'm going to bring the truth. I'm not going to fill you up full of butterflies and rainbows and sunshine and, and all the happy good things. I'd love to do that, but that wouldn't be fair, would it? I'm not going to give y'all some kind of false hope here and anything. But you do have the Ace of Cups there. And who knows, this could be in just a new relationship for you, in the future. What would this person in the reading for Pile 2 say? I can't do this. Yeah, it's like something doesn't get off the ground. I hide behind material things. Leaving you hurt me too. I'm so attracted to you. Yeah, that attraction is there. That's not going anywhere. But that may be difficult, I lost myself for a little while. I look for you everywhere. Chemistry. The chemistry's there. We get it. We get it. The chemistry is there. One more. I'll wait for a sign from you. So I do feel like this person is spying on you, trying to figure out perhaps if they even come towards you, if you would be willing to go for it, Patience is here. Everything will unfold in divine timing, and I love you is there. I do feel like this is someone that you do care about, or you will care about in some way. Maybe you're friends, for a while or at first, or maybe you end up having a friendship here. Who knows? Who knows? Let's get an overall card for advice, and then we'll get some charms to close. Yeah, timing is relevant here. Y'all still have some things. It's like allowing each other to know your interest, or where you sit, or where you're at. but also realizing that neither of you are in a place to really come together right now either. And neither one of you want to create any kind of negativity around you. So there's just a choice to kind of just let it be and kind of see what happens in the future, I guess. Okay. As I say that. Be honest with yourself, number 5. Yeah, I think that's really important here. And what you're capable of giving to, because I think for some of you, you're still healing, or there's some conflict or something going on here with this. All your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept the truth, and then let Source take it from there. Okay, so I want to get a different advice card first before we go into charms. Can I have one more? An invitation. Yeah, I do feel like that you may get some sort of invite or invitation with this person. Love resurrection is at the bottom too. Number 51. It's a step through the golden portal into your own mastery to explore other dimensions. You are invited and you are ready. A past lover is returning into your life. Listen to your intuition and be open to this reunion's lessons and blessings. So I do feel like despite the outcome, you know, I feel like there's a blessing that comes out of this. There's some kind of understanding, reconciliation, something. It's like, especially if someone just kind of left you hanging here in some way, or there was something that was unresolved, you know, or there's some kind of mutual understanding here that I feel like gets you to this idea of learning the lesson or the blessing out of this. Okay. I do feel like this person may give you some kind of invitation, but I feel like it just never really fully gets off the ground, and you have some kind of mutual understanding here. Yes, I feel like this may come back at a later time, after the two of you have kind of gotten over some things. You're in a different place altogether. But I do feel like time is relevant there if that's the case. Okay. Let's see if we can get a timeline here as well before I close here. About perhaps when something may occur with this person. Can you give me a timeline about if and when something may occur with this person next few months, maybe? It's time to let go, number 44. They're telling you to let go of any kind of idea of time around this. Well, that's not very helpful. February is at the bottom, though. February the 16th. Is that Valentine's Day? 16 is the Tower in Tarot. February. Be Aquarius Pisces season, perhaps. 44 here. It's time to let go. Maybe there's something that happened in February that you're just needing to let go of. That could be part of this as well. Yeah, ultimately, this feels like a coming together and separating. But it's mutual, it's beneficial, there's lessons and blessings within it. So I don't feel any negativity here, you know? I don't feel any bad energies. I just feel like it's something that you both decide to just kind of release or let go for now. Like trying to make something work, you know? There's an agreement in this. Okay, so you have the butterfly. So yeah, I think you're both kind of going through some changes. Did my candles just get really loud, or is that just me? I feel like it did. Yeah, there's something to do with evolving here. This in some way or another may help you to evolve in some way, or to be free in some way. You don't have a soul, you are a soul. And we are what we believe we are. Okay, we have HAANGLIRD, another D, a P, a U, P, U. Y and L. There may be some kind of push-pull dynamic here as well. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but it's like when you want someone but they don't want you, or they're, you know, something's going on there. Gap is here, so like a gap period goes in there. Or this person wants you but you don't want them. It's like for some reason or another, PGA is here, but for some reason or another there's some kind of dynamic back and forth. Okay, anyway. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you here. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading. Okay, so I guess let's talk about Sag for a second. Sagittarius is, what can we talk about? Jupiter, so expansion, growth, right? Sagittarius is the 9th house, so that's about education, of course, expansion, growth, has to do with education, learning things, adventure, you know. Sagittarius is very outgoing, very friendly. Sagittarius season could also be important too. That's November, December, the end of November into December. Okay. So something significant can happen around then, or has, or that's important days, or dates to you in some way. All right. So for whatever reason, here we are with Sagittarius energy. So what we're gonna do, and I'm playing these cards by ear, so I already know what I'm gonna pull for y'all. And I apologize if y'all can hear my son in the background. He's having a good old time, playing his game. So. That's him. He's 9, so you may hear him yelling. Okay, so we're trying to figure out who's thinking about you at this time and why, okay? So we're going to start with, for y'all, with the Twin Flame Audio Oracles. I've used something different as far as the oracles go for every pile. I am starting to kind of get to where I just play this by ear, what cards to use, because, I don't know, I'm just doing it that way. Just doing it a little different. Apparently I can't shuffle today either. Okay. There we go. Let's give it one more. And then try to figure out who this is. Who is thinking about, so it could be a Sagittarius, of course. Who is thinking about pile 3? A Sagittarius. Who's thinking about pile 3 at this time? So we're starting here with the Hand of Fate. Fated events, fated relationship, forces beyond your control. Who's thinking about pile 3? We have Twin Flame here. Yes, you are their twin flame, yin yang, life changed forever. And then you have running out of time. Feeling the pressure, losing patience, requires immediate attention. Well, this is going to be an interesting reading. Okay, friendship just popped out. Give me one more. We have the Cosmos. There's a lot of fate here. Fated kind of energy here. Okay, so we also have drinking to forget, trying to move on the rebound, deeply missing you. Okay. Who's thinking about you right now? So I'm going to shuffle some cards while I'm talking. Okay, so I do feel like that you're in separation perhaps here with someone. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. This friendship here, this could be somebody that may just be a friend that you may be clashing with, perhaps with the Twin Flame energy. But for others of you, you're going to relate to this as far as you feel like a deep, fated kind of connection here with someone. I think that this person is trying to actually kind of forget about this, about the situation here with you. This could be somebody that is trying to allow things to be what they're going to be here with this Cosmos. But I feel like behind the scenes, there's some sort of bigger divine plan here. And I think that this person may be kind of picking up on that somewhat, and maybe that's why they're trying to kind of just forget about it or move on. This could be somebody that's been trying to move on. But this time running out next to these two connections, right? You might not be the only connection this person has in mind. They may be, if they've been trying to move on, they could be dealing with someone else. This is also like understanding that over time, it's like somebody's just making sense or kind of understanding that over time something could get better, you know, or over time it will all make sense. It's that kind of feeling that's here. Being friends first, keeping it casual, going out with friends. So this could also be somebody that's maybe, it's like they're trying to give something some time, but there's an opposite energy here with this twin flame energy here. I think at times this person may feel like they just need to give this some time and like let this go, but the other times they may feel very impatient with the situation. Because I do feel like this person may be trying to move on, but with this faded relationship here in this twin flame energy, this is something that's very hard to detach from. This person is having a hard time detaching from this, because this could have been a situation that really changed this person's life altogether. This could have been something very significant, you know. That's why they're thinking about you and them, or this or whatever, with this divine plan here. I just saw karmic relationship in there in this deck. That was just one that just highlighted it in my eyesight. None of these are really turned over besides that one. I'm not crazy. Kisses is here. Well, I lied. Abundance is here. Those two were turned over. Paradise. Karmic relationship. I really feel like this person's trying to focus on other things here. Talking is at the bottom. Tell me more about who this is, who this person is. I just saw date. Okay. Mirror is that twin flame connection, mirroring each other, self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. So this person, I feel like at this time, they're just kind of doing some thinking here about maybe how things are going to grow or expand, maybe for themselves. You're having a profound impact, though, on this person's thought process and how they want to move forward. Give me some more. This person's thinking about you. Coffee cup. Meeting and conversating, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. It's here again. They could be getting advice from friends here as well. That's something that's here. They could be also thinking about or kind of reflecting on conversations that this person has had with you. Also, the conversations that you may have had with this person may be very significant as far as like really in depth or really kind of changing their perspective, or you know, like you have someone that you have like really good deep conversations with that kind of get you in a different thought process, or make you think about things you didn't think about before, or make you kind of go to a different place. It's like the deep conversations that you have. That's not like any friendship that you have, right? I don't know. I feel like this person's kind of doing some introspection there around the conversations or something that you've had. Clock is at the bottom. Time is important. Time's always important, right? But time here is really important. It says need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. So I feel like this person is trying to, and maybe just be trying to get over you. This could be somebody that is missing you, though, because that's here like 3 times as far as like a friendship, you know, like a relationship goes. They could be on the rebound too for some of you. I do feel like there may be someone else or others in this person's energy as well in their thought process. Like they're not just thinking about you, you know, they're thinking about like somebody else maybe romantically involved with, or just others. Like this person could be dating, you know. Why is the hand of fate here? This is the Essential Tarot, by the way. You have the Fool here in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. Aries energy. Somebody's really analyzing the situation with you. I'm going to move these up because it's going to drive me nuts that these are just so close to me when I'm shuffling. Okay, anyway. This person may be having a hard time to, like, finding someone perhaps that they connect with, like they connect with you. There may have been longevity here, or like a deeper type of relationship or connection here. There could be some kind of a bond that's going on here. I don't know what sort or what kind, but like a deeper bond being here in some way. Could be for many reasons, but longevity could be one of those with this tree that we see here. The Fool in reverse with fated events, fated relationship, forces beyond your control. This is like having to move on, you know, or having to start over. There's this feeling here of taking a risk and it not paying off, you know. The Three of Pentacles is about a commitment, committing to something, working something out, working together. I think this person's trying to work towards deciding on what they want, you know, or taking a risk or taking a leap towards something. But I don't know why I feel like this person feels like that they don't have any control over this. With the Three of, like, I don't know, give me one more, because this is like kind of them committing to themselves, though. It's kind of different. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody that's really taking their time to try to figure out what it is that they want to commit to. And they're thinking about this when they think about you. This could be because maybe they're thinking about a commitment towards you, but they're not ready to take that risk just yet. But I feel like this is just in this person's thought process, because I feel like there's some comparison going on here. Why is that twin flame here? That's the Seven of Wands in the reverse. I just feel like this person's almost overly defensive or protective over their experience here with you. And I think that that's kind of affecting this person moving on. Because I think that there's some comparison, or it's just, yeah, Queen of Swords in the reverse. There's kind of some comparison that's going on here as well. This person may have had to defend you or defend the situation here with you at some point, or you have. Libra energy. Time is running out. Feeling pressure. Time is running out. That's the Six of Pentacles. I feel like this person's running out of time at making some kind of choice. Or I think they're conflicted about time. And it could be their time they spent with you. I'm going to try to bring this all together at the end, but there's a lot of different types of energies that are here. I don't know if I can explain, like there's other people, but there's also this different, it's like looking at the past and seeing the light and the shadow side of something. And then not knowing what to make sense of it. You know, the Queen of Swords in reverse doesn't always have to represent her being cold or cut off. That could be something that's here too, though. But it can also represent someone just not really fully understanding how she's seeing something logically, how it's making sense. Not knowing how to defend something, or actions or words or communication, you know. Six of Pentacles. Okay. It's the Ten of Swords. No. That's the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person feels like maybe they're wasting time on this thought of like they're trying to get out of their head. Golly, guys. Just hear that? It literally would not come out of my mouth. Oh my gosh, what in the world? What was I gonna say? It's like trying to get out of your head when it comes to some sort of balance or giving. Requiring immediate attention. I don't know. I feel like this person realizes how this situation with you, or you thinking of you in some kind of way, could be sabotaging giving to another situation, or giving to something else, or even themselves. Strange reading. Why is friendship here? That's the Ten of Wands in reverse. That's a release. Trying to release the burden of a friendship. And this could also look like, you know, going out and spending time with friends, or friendships being a big part of your life because you're trying to move on from someone, you know, without just having a rebound or moving on to someone else. Or this person may be focused on new relationships in their life, new friendships or new relationships, so that they can kind of get over this burden here that they're carrying with this Ten of Wands in reverse. Now there's the Ten of Swords. These two tens in reverse, this could be about recovering from like some kind of a burden around a friendship. Not taking on so much. Give me a card for that. The Three of Cups is friendship. I don't know if this has to do with time, but it's like over a period of time, getting out of your head, finding balance, and then dealing with the situation as it plays out. You know, with this cosmos and divine plan, I said this in the beginning, there's something big to do with time, allowing things to unfold. You have soulmates there, Hand of Cards in reverse. It's like, I think this person's trying to release a sense of control. That can be the Queen of Swords in reverse when it comes to how they perceive or how they're seeing this relationship or connection here with you. I think they're going back and through their thoughts a lot. And I feel like they know that if they get kind of stuck in that space, that they could like sabotage perhaps an opportunity for themselves now. but they're having a hard time being able to, like, they reflect a lot perhaps about conversations that you've had or the friendship that you had. This is something this person like thinks about or reflects a lot on. I think they've tried to fill those gaps, those holes. It's like being able to have something that you want, especially conversation and friendship, like having a really good best friend that you feel very connected with. You've known each other for a long time. You have the depths of that relationship are there, right? That it's deep, the longevity, and just understanding each other even, or the conversation that you have, right? Compared to someone that is more of an acquaintance or you don't know that well. It's like there is this comparison thing going on here, and this idea of this person giving something some time, allowing for time to kind of take the initiative or heal. Y'all hear that thunder? Not kind of carrying around this, trying to not carry around this idea of, it's almost like they're trying to find that in others somehow to help heal. It's like having to go back to the drawing board when it comes to what you see in a relationship or friendship. And they may be thinking about that with you too as well, like completely starting over and coming back together at some point as friends. You know, that's kind of like when you leave for some relationships in our life where it's just like you kind of have to finally like leave it. Well, I hope that when time passes, you know, we'll be in a different place in our lives. Things will come together in a different way or some way, you know. I've had a lot of relationships like that in my life, actually, where, you know, they're with you and they're tight with you for like a few seasons, and then you lose touch, you know, in some way, and you're just like, well, you know, they're going a different route, different direction. That's kind of like this person's mindset when it comes to you. But there's a lot of comparison going on, and I feel like this relationship with you also, it did something to this person's, the way they think about things, and being able to open up, you know, or being protective of themselves in some way. This is the 5 of Swords in reverse. So some kind of conflict between the two of you did affect this person. And how they think. I think it could have just made this person more guarded moving forward. Tell me about the cosmos. The Tower. There's something that was preventable, that wasn't preventable here in the Moon. Yeah. This is not knowing what the future holds. 2 for me. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all this is water here. Some of y'all may have been drawn to pile 4 because pile 4 has the wave, and I don't know why, but it looks kind of like this wave here. It's just standing out to me. There's fear around the Tower, right? This is releasing control for me. To me, this is like being afraid, but knowing there's nothing that you can do in the situation because the Tower is there. And so you kind of have to realize that you don't have control here, and that it's going to unfold the way that it's going to unfold, as according to the divine plan, and whatever you align with the situation, or whatever the universe, however it aligns together, is how it's going to be. It's this wake-up call or realization around that. And most importantly, that this person, I feel like, feels like they don't have any kind of control here in the situation. Or they may be feeling like they just don't know. Like they have no idea how everything's going to play out here. And why is that there? The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, this is not being able to, like, you don't know, so you can't really do a lot of introspection about it. You don't, this is like somebody that's saying, I really don't completely understand what exactly happened in this situation, but at this point, there's really nothing I can do about it now besides just needing to move on here. But again, there's difficulty around that because maybe because of the time that was spent here or the friendship that you had. Why is this person having a hard time here with this? The way that they felt about the connection, you know, oh, well, Nine of Pentacles in reverse can be not feeling good about how things are, you know, still not feeling right about it. But it can also be like someone taking more than what they're supposed to from a situation, or taking or using someone, whether that's on their or your side. Why is this person having such a hard time here? It's almost like it's like an unfinished feeling. Yeah, it's some kind of action that was taken. Some kind of selfish. This is the Six of Cups in reverse. There's some kind of someone seeing someone as selfish, being used, or some kind of action that was taken, or no action that was taken, even maybe with that Knight of Swords being in reverse. But this can be like like saying things before you that you don't mean, you know, and reaction, you know, reacting to a situation. With this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it could be what this person was reacting to, or maybe you reacted. But yeah, the King of Pentacles in reverse, somebody that's non-committal. Okay, so something about this situation, how this person's having a hard time, is because I think this just affected this person significantly. It could have maybe affected their worth or their value or their honor or their stability, even in some way. Their the way they see themselves and what they represent. It can also be like they're coming across as needy or using someone, or you know, so there's that kind of energy that's here, right? And there's a reaction from that caused the Six of Cups in reverse, which is representing the past, and it's representing not such a good memory that you're holding on to from the past. Like kind of some emotional baggage that you're carrying with you. This person's identified that, and they're trying to let go of it, I guess you can say. Yeah, the Five of Wands in reverse. There could have been outside interference here. I always see that with the Five of Wands. But this is like moving on, or going your separate ways because of something here not so great that happened. So this could be like a friendship going south, you know. Somebody wasn't honest, or somebody wasn't loyal or committed, or they were in it for themselves, you know, using the other person too much or taking advantage of a situation. That's the Eight of Wands. Somebody moving on quickly, like a shift in someone's energy here. So things are going a particular way, and then there's this heavy shift that takes place where there's a reaction because of that, and it could have been something that really caused a change in this person, you know, in the way that they see relationships and commitments. And yeah, look at that, bottom of the deck. That's an unusual Five of Cups, because you do have those two cups that are right there. Usually they're just sitting there. But here you have a hand that's offering two cups. And I said before earlier, I do feel like this person may be kind of dating or putting themselves out there, or maybe if this is just a friend, like they're trying to connect with their other friends, or close, or trying to make new friends, or, you know, I don't know the situation exactly, right? But there's other contracts that this person may be trying to focus on to kind of get their mind off of this. But again, they're just struggling. They're having a hard time because there's three cups that are spilt. And remember, the Three of Cups is here with friendship and with the way we're talking about you in the dynamic that you have. So it's hard to see these two cups being full and being something to choose from, or something that's there, because there's three cups down here that are spilt, and that's you got to kind of get over this before you get to here. So there's definitely some sadness that's here with this. That Page of Cups in reverse. That's the Five of Cups. I mean, the Five of Pentacles. So that's like a missing Strength in reverse. There's a missing, it's called, it's crazy too, is when you connect with someone new and you're still getting over someone else, if you do that too soon, too quickly, before you've gotten over that other person, sometimes what it does is it makes you think about your past person and the qualities that they had that you missed that new person doesn't have, and it like highlights it, and it like pulls it out even more in the pain of losing that relationship. Oh, I wish so-and-so wouldn't do that, or I wish so-and-so was here. They would get it, or they would know what I'm talking about, or they would like to do that with me, or I know they would enjoy it. It's like that comparison that I talked about earlier that's here. Or, well, they wouldn't make me feel that way, or there's this undeniable comparison that's going on that's almost uncontrollable, that is causing like a missing energy here. But then there's this realization here of trying to allow time. Also being worried about that at the same time, like going back and forth with that. But then at the end of it, it's like, well, you can't control that tower, And I'm having a hard time speaking in y'all's reading. I'm sorry, I have to clear my throat, but goodness. So November, December could be important. End of November, end of December. It's only a couple months from now, but this is a timeless reading. So what would this... Well, okay, so we'll see what that is. What would this person say to you? Yeah, vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Maybe this person may be vulnerable with you around that time period because it came out when I was talking about that. What would this person say? These cards are coming out weird. This one just did a somersault in my face. I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, that's possibly what's going to happen. Maybe some time is definitely needed here. I regret lying to you. So this person may have not been honest with you about something. Could be what they think a lot about too. They may be getting some kind of what? Wait. Hold on. They may be getting some kind of karma around that, or I don't want to say karma, but it kind of is, I guess. They're learning some kind of karmic lesson about that. What is that I regret lying to you about? I think the regret, it feels like it's coming from an outside source, like a realization through a different experience.
My fault.
Well, I mean, you look okay to me. You're moving around, wiggling your toes, moving your ankle around. What'd you do? I think you just wanted to jump on my bed, didn't you?
No.
You just wanted to come in here and interrupt my work and just jump on my bed.
No.
That's what it is.
No, Mom. Why you? You know the big...
Your ankle bone?
Yeah.
The big bone?
Yeah.
I bet you're all
It
right.
hurts.
I'm sorry. Why don't you go pop your feet up then and watch some cartoons?
No.
Okay, you gotta get out of here because I'm working.
Yeah, but Mom, can I go to book of...
It's not started yet. They delayed it.
The what?
It's delayed.
What does that mean?
That means it's gonna be another couple hours before y'all can play because it rained so bad.
Wait, so it
I'll
might
come
be
get you
like...
when it's ready, okay?
So if it start raining again, we might have to play at nighttime?
No, well, I don't know. Maybe that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Okay, y'all get out of here.
Okay.
Shut the door. Love you. Sorry. Okay, anyway, I want to know what this is about. There's something that's here with this I regret lying to you that... What's that? Groupie. Could have been... This person could have not been honest with you about something to do with the people around them. something to do with a groupie here. This could be other friends, other people around them, spending time with other people around them. Something about other people in a groupie. What is this about? How the other people made them feel. They weren't honest around this. Queen rising. This could be somebody in particular they may have not been honest about. They may have lied about. Maybe they were around other people because they felt like stepping up into power, praised, coming up in spotlight. They could have been with groupie. They could have been around other people here because it may have made them feel good about themselves. And they weren't kind of being honest about that. For some of you, there may have been someone else around them that they may have started to, you know, enjoy or have attraction towards that they weren't honest with you about. You have shine here. Your light irritates their demons. I'm going to tell you, I feel like this person may have been in a place to where they were feeling really good around where they were, even if they felt like it wasn't the right thing. I felt like so when this card came out, the first thing that I was feeling was, well, your light irritates their demons. So if somebody's doing something that they know is not right and you're around them, you're going to highlight that. You know, if someone feels shameful or afraid to tell you something, it's because they know that something is wrong, right? And that's something that's here, and you being around in some way, you may have shine a light on something this person was doing that wasn't right or good or whatever, but they were enjoying that because it was making them feel good. This could even been someone that they were around, that they're enjoying that and it makes them feel good, you know. That person may have been really attracted to them, and they were kind of, that was boosting their ego, you know, or they may have been really attracted to this person and it was like giving them something to fantasize about. Who knows, you know? But something was there. This is what they may have lied to you about. What's the karma from that, though? Because I feel like there's some kind of karma going on here with that. What is it? I feel like I need to use the tarot. I'm gonna. Wasting time. I think they may have wasted, like they just didn't go like this person wanted it to go. Something like that. What is that about? What's the karma behind that? Ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. What about that? What's the karma behind that? Lightning. Sudden, yeah. Running, wasting time, sudden change, shocking news, surprising epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Something changed in this situation from the direction that it was headed. Like it may have been going in they may felt like that this was going to help them grow or expand or something like that was here or something. And it's not, they haven't gotten anywhere here, and that's their karma in a way. Like this ends up not actually helping them out at all, or they went this direction because it may have boosted their ego or something to that effect, right? And it backfired on this person because even though they may felt like they expanded in some kind of way, it changed pretty quickly. Like something about it changed pretty quickly. Okay, I'm just going to let that go. I don't want to harp on it. Yeah, Grim Reaper's there. That's what I said. Like something, or the relationship's over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Whatever they went towards, whatever this was, that maybe you even tried to warn them about with your light irritates their demons, you know, like you really, even if you didn't say anything, it's just your energy, then they know you, so they know like how you would feel about a certain situation or something like that. Anyways, yeah, it ended up hurting them. And they may be upset about that. Something may have happened here where it's caused some disruption or some, like they may have to deal with somebody that's not happy with them, or there's this like, I don't know, it's caused some conflict here around this person. Whatever ended or didn't work out, or didn't grow or something like that. Whatever shifted didn't shift in the best way, and that's this person's kind of karma here. Okay, whew. What else would this person say? Hold on now. Good grief. I admire you. Apology. You can expect apology. You want to hear a new love. A new love or a commitment to love is developing. I do feel like for some of you, okay? Some of you, this person you are not a part of my plan. I don't feel like this person's planning for anything in the future with you, but I do feel like at some point this person may end up being vulnerable with you, even if it's just in a moment, to open up to about how they feel and being apologetic around that in some way, about lying about something, or this just kind of seals that karma, you know what I mean? Seals that cycle in some way. Let's see what's going to happen for you moving forward, okay? I kind of just want to get the tarot, though. Even though we don't have all the cards here, I just feel like, I don't know, I just want to get a few cards about how will you be moving forward, pile 3. Okay. It's the 9 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. So this is 10 Wands all together here. Let me get one more. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You may be having a similar hard time like this person, but you may be having a new beginning here, but it doesn't really go anywhere. There may be something to do with having a new beginning, maybe a new passionate beginning, something like that, that doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't have any kind of stability to it in any way. It's because of this 9 of Wands. Some of you, this may have already transpired. I think you may try, you may try to move on here. You may try to be also in this kind of rebound energy. I just don't feel like it's what you want. I think you're going to realize that pretty quickly. I don't think it takes you long to figure that out. Like, I feel like this 9 of Wands is not like having like a lot on your plate, something becoming very difficult for you. The Sun. So the truth or understanding that you have could be something that's very difficult for you, the Leo energy. And the Ace of Wands can be you trying to kind of fix it. Yeah, like the 8 of Cups. So this is like you deciding just to walk away, start something new here. But that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, you're not interested in. You're going to find yourself not interested in anything that doesn't have a certain stability to it, structure to it. There's something that you're missing from this. And I think with that, you may end up giving yourself some time here, King of Swords, to sort everything out, to make sense of everything, Queen of Pentacles, to find your sense of security. Some of you, if you're choosing between two people, this could be like choosing one person over the other, deciding not to go for this is basically it though. It doesn't matter if you had two people or not. It's just realizing, like, deciding not to go for maybe what it is so much that you are just drawn or attracted to. And realizing that doesn't ever like really lead to something, and seeing deeper. I think that's something you've learned from this relationship or this connection, that there's a deeper, I don't know, you want something deeper. You want something like what you had maybe with them at some point, that in depths of the relationship. I don't know, you're looking deeper towards like what it is that you really need or want, and not so much just what you're drawn to. This is the profound effect that this has had on you in this relationship. That's the Seven of Swords. So for some of you, this is like understanding that you just want to stay away from anything that is any way, shape, or form kind of deceptive. It doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good. Even if it's just that you don't know something about someone exactly, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like you have the devil is at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn energy, and there's that Five of Cups with that Page of Cups. It's like where you're no longer leaning towards the devil, you know, because you're missing someone or because you're just trying to forget about something. You're no longer like doing that, but you're really kind of focusing on yourself, focusing on what you need to do for yourself, nurturing yourself, and changing the idea of who you are is going to change the idea of what you want. And I think that's what this relationship, you're deciding like what it really gave to you, is having a clear understanding about what that is, what it is you really want. Okay. More so what you, not only do you really want, but what you really don't want to put up with either. You know? Can I have some advice for pile 3? Number 32, pray from the heart. Prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Number 23. So change will come. It says continue to put your intentions out there. Continue to put your understanding of what you really want to gain from the situation, or what's really you want to take place here from the situation. I'm going to use those. Let's get an affirmator. Put that prayer out there. Put that desire, that manifestation out there as intentions. Abundance. Congratulations. It seems that you're due for a little, infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve for everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. So, I do feel like for some of you, this is about getting your focus, like putting your intentions out there, saying your prayer that you desire, like what to unfold here, giving it up to God, the universe, and saying, okay, it is what it is. And then, you know, I feel like by doing that and releasing it, it's going to open yourself up to what's meant for you, to the abundance for you, instead of trying to control the situation, the narrative, how things unfold. All you can do at the end of the day is, personal growth. I want to read this too. All you can do at the end of the day is really set those intentions and then let things play out sometimes the way they're meant to, just on their own. We can't all see everything, right? As I move towards greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits falling away. Like training wheels on a bike, they helped me to get to where I am. But now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crumbly wheels, except when I'm making bad analogies. Okay, so the frog is about the full energy, which we saw here, taking a leap. So I do feel like that you're going to move more towards your own growth and expansion. We did start with Sagittarius. That is growth and expansion there. So I think this reading really led us to like this person and their thought process of how they've kind of grown or how this has affected them and their growth and expansion. Thinking about you in that kind of way and the friendship that you had and everything else. But for you, it's done the same thing. You know, for you, it's in the same way. And this, to me, is like just understanding that, putting that out there, and then being able to focus on yourself moving forward. So it is a rainy day today. So it's kind of funny that we see the cloud and the rain. But, you know, the storm's not going to last forever. And I think that's an understanding that you're having here with yourself is Sometimes it's good to feel the rain because that's what helps us grow. So it's okay to feel the emotions. That's what we grow from, and that storm's not going to last forever, right? Then you have that song. There's a song, Gary Allen song. It's a country song. I haven't listened to the song in a very long time, but it just started playing in my head, and it's Every Storm Runs Out of Rain, I think is the name of it. You may listen to those or the lyrics. I can't tell you them because I really haven't heard it in that long, but anyway, so you have, memories, the photographs, nostalgia here. That could bring in these tears, by the way. I lost my mind. And that wasn't very cash money of you. There is this like regretful feeling here of kind of losing yourself in an experience perhaps where you felt betrayed by someone. That wasn't very cash money of you. And being sad about the memories, that are here. D. Elm. So you may get a message here from somebody important. D. Elm N. W. U. X. E. X. Maybe your ex has some questions they want to ask. They may DM you. We have Q&A here with X, or maybe somebody's asking you a lot about your ex. That came out of nowhere. I just heard damn in my head. Look. What does that mean? Maybe somebody's asking, maybe this person's being asked a lot about you, or vice versa, to where they may be getting kind of annoyed here. What is that about? Oh, dang it. No, dang it. What is that about? Hold on. I'm not just going to leave that, right? What is that about? Child and mature man. You have expectation at the bottom. 28. Maybe you have a child here with someone. That's the moon in the tarot. It's also like, that card's supposed to represent new beginnings, but it could be a child. Expectation, number 28. It's funny how you have child and then mature man here, and gift is there. Okay, I'm going to let y'all have that one. That might mean something to somebody. I'm not sure exactly what that means from what we gathered here with what I was talking about. This could be like you're expecting someone to do something. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. But thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. Hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 4. So if you chose the big giant wave, this will be your reading. So with that being said, this could be something to do with perhaps this person that's thinking about you. You could have made a big wave in their life. There could have big emotions for you here. There's definitely some rocky water here, so that could be something that's there. So let's just start. We're going to start with some oracle cards, and to get us started, I've been playing this by ear, so whatever I feel drawn to, those are the cards that I get. And for you guys, I feel drawn to the love oracle, so let's do that. That doesn't mean they have to be about love. This has to be about love. Could be a friend. Just got something caught in my throat. Could be a friend. It could be family. It could be something like that. Okay, so let's see. Who's thinking about you, pile 4, with the wave? Maybe having to ride the wave, go with the wave. Who's thinking about you, pile 4? Could be dealing with a water sign. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Who's dealing with pile 4? Who is thinking about pile 4? Who's thinking about pile 4? change, okay. Riding the wave, change. Regeneration, growth, metamorphosis, and cycles. Just thinking about pile 4. Okay, so we do have spiritual awakening. We also have friends here. Move these up a little bit. You have enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons, and rebirth. And then you have acquaintance, trust, support, and loyalty. Who is thinking you have ghosted here? Well, okay, wasn't expecting that. Disappear, silence, ignored, and rejected. Unfinished business, okay? You have single at the bottom. Alone, isolated, lonely, and guarded. You have this, it's not over, patterns back and forth. Okay, cycles, it's not over. Awakening here, friendship, ghosted. This could be somebody that you were getting to know that may have just ghosted you somehow or another. For you maybe have left like not knowing what the hell. You know, for some of you, others of you, this is someone that's may feel like this about you, but the single energy, I feel like in family is here too. Truth and surrender. Okay, so pile 4, who's this person? So this is somebody that may be alone at this time. They may have a family, they could have kids, they could be around family, but they still feel alone. Like this is someone that may just feel alone or left out even. They may feel like you've kind of pushed them away or isolated them in some way. Okay, I'm going to have to go right into the tarot, guys. And I'm going to use the Essential Tarot for y'all. I already saw the Devil in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Change. Okay, so I feel like this is someone here that's wanting a change. I feel like you know who this is. I think this may be somebody that's actually ghosted you. Or just kind of went silent on you. You may have had a good time here with this person. With these two girls here are having a great time. Okay. You may have left this situation here very unfinished, though. It feels very, like, unfinished. This may be a pattern between the two of you, but I feel like that's more so like this person's energy. Let's see. What is change here for? Oh, okay. Came right on out of there. 7 of Cups in the reverse. This is someone that's looking at their options and they're like going, there's nothing out there. Look, first card out, you have these huge waves. How cool is that? So I feel like this is someone that's like looking for something different, wanting a change here, wanting something different. Spiritual awakening. The Magician in reverse. This feels like somebody that doesn't know what they want. They could be trying to figure out what happened here with you, but friends, 7 could be relevant here, the number 7. It's the Chariot in tarot, by the way. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Coming out of the cold. Ghosted? Oh, I'll pull 2 cards. The 10 of Swords with the Page of Wands. This is somebody that wants to talk about this. This is somebody that disappeared on you or went silent or ignored you or something like that. This is somebody that's trying to figure out why. If you've done this to them, it may be kind of confusing. They may be kind of confused about that. Why is unfinished business here? The Empress in reverse. Why is the 7 of Libra and Taurus is down there? Virgo, Gemini. 7 of Cups in the reverse. The High Priestess in reverse. Pisces energy. change. Why is the Magician here, though? Something happened here with this person. King of Cups, the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, do you see the way he's like, he has this one cup here, he already has one in his hand with the King of Cups? That's unusual. Scorpio energy with that Four of Wands in reverse. Something happened with this person. This is someone that I feel like may have decided like they didn't see you as an option, or this is someone that could have broke the silence here or went back to someone else. You know, and I don't really like this energy. It feels like somebody that wasn't interested when they had a chance with you, or they went back to something else and they may have ghosted you, but now that that didn't work out, they're returning. So I don't really like that. That Four of Wands in reverse, though, with the Magician, could just be like this person not knowing exactly how to... See that fly? You know what flies represent for me? Death. Something that's long overdue. Something that needs to change. That's the first card out, is change. This, I feel like someone... Two things here. I feel like this person may have went back to a situation for some of you, and they could have ghosted you in order to do that. I don't feel like you know this person very well, or this is a pattern that you have with them. Maybe a pattern they have, actually. But I also feel like this person is looking for something different. Like they want something different. It's like they already know what all these cups are going to give them. They want to experience something different here. But they just don't know how to maybe come back around, come back towards you, bring something together here. They're trying to figure that out. They're trying to figure out how to have some kind of rebirth here with you, perhaps. Why is that Five of Pentacles in the reverse? The Queen of Wands. Is this somebody like trying to start off as friends or having a friendship here? Sagittarius energy's there for me. Did y'all hear that? Sorry about the noise, but it's my mail. You may get some kind of an invitation or letter or message here from this person. That's a Page of Wands here, but the Ten of Swords and Ghosted. It could be that this person may send you some kind of message around this, like why they ghosted you, why they went silent, or something like that, or they know that they're going to have to. They're very attracted to you. They may be even spying on you. Is this what they're thinking about? Tell me about the Empress in reverse. Ooh, King of Swords in reverse. I don't like that. The Ace of Cups in reverse. I don't like this. This feels like somebody that left you hanging intentionally. It's like they put you on the shelf, right? You're like the Seven of Cups here with this High Priestess energy. Look at that. The Four of Cups in the reverse. Look at what he's doing. He's preserving the rose. He's covering that rose up. This feels like somebody that kind of left you hanging in a way, and they've put you on the shelf as an option, but they had other things or someone else that they were entertaining or wanting to move towards, and that something changed in that situation. That's no longer an option. So this person's trying to figure out how to come back around to you. And there's this like opening of the door, right? This person may be spying on you. They're very attracted to you. The Lovers. This person may be... They feel aligned with you in some way. Like you have that attraction there. Like the chemistry's there. Maybe trying to figure out if you're still available. You know? If who you're hanging out with, who you're around, if they can trust who you're around or who you're hanging out with. Gemini energy's there. They're trying to figure out how to get out of the cold here with you, how to come back around. Page of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yeah, look at that. King of Pentacles. They're trying to, like, there's something to do with I started in my head, Lucy, you got a lot of explaining to do. There's something to do with this Capricorn energies that's here. Somebody trying to come back in like this. They're sending a message like a page, but they're showing up here as. Wait, is that the page? Yes, it is the page. The page is a message, though, that's sent around the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So this is somebody taking like responsibility for the ending, or ghosting you, or going silent on you, or something like that. But what's their reason? Maybe their reason is this. Maybe this is what they're thinking about. They're thinking about maybe a relationship that didn't work out, or they had unfinished business somewhere else, or they went into a different direction for some of you. That didn't work out. This person actually may be honest with you about this. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Hanged Man in a reverse. They got a different perspective over a situation. Okay. Sorry, that was a big breath, huh? What is this person's intentions, though? Do they know what their intentions are? And what is this High Priestess in reverse about? What is this about? What came out into the open? What is this about? What is this High Priestess in reverse? The Three of Wands in reverse. Something didn't work out for this person. But be careful, though, because I do feel like they may have ended things with you in a way to where you are still an option for them, okay? I don't know how they did that, but they have some explaining to do about that. And I feel like they will explain it. There also could have been something to do here with a mother or family being somewhat of an influence here in some way. I don't know what that's about. Maybe somebody thought that they were expecting even, or I don't know, something. I don't want to get off into that, okay? Whatever it is, it didn't come about. It was like maybe somebody was lying here with that King of Swords in reverse, like being manipulative to pull someone back in some way. Does all this make sense? I don't know. They were stuck in something here, I feel like. This isn't you, I don't feel like. This is, I feel like, you. It doesn't matter if you're male or female either. It's just like how they feel about you, this attraction here. They see you, the potential with you. But, yeah, Two of Cups. They see the potential here with you. Two of Cups and the Lovers. They do feel a connection here with you. What are their intentions, though, with you? The Nine of Swords in reverse. They're trying to figure out how to bring this back together, but they're worried. Yeah, because Justice in reverse. Because they didn't do something fair with you. I think they went silent on you, ghosted you. Can you give me a card for that? Libra's there. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. This is somebody that's trying to figure out how to basically make up for what they did. How to explain why they did that in hopes that you'll understand. And it has something to do with someone else. And them feeling pressure or stuck in that situation somehow. Ooh, on the floor. I'm picking it up the way I see it, and it is death. Scorpio energy. Yeah, that situation, whatever that was, did come to an end. There's a message. We're going to put the spider on her because I don't know about that one. Hopefully none of y'all are afraid of spiders. It's not real. I know it's creepy, but it's just, you know, Halloween. What else? What's this person's intentions? Let's keep going there. Things have definitely changed since the last time you saw this person, but you do have the Knight of Pentacles that just came out in reverse. This person's really wishy-washy. Chariot here. They want to get something moving in a better direction, or I don't know about this. This is an intense connection, though. But I feel like it's more so a hopeful energy, or seeing something as that possibility, you know. It's more of, to me, it's more of a physical thing, too. Like, they may not know you very well, or they're just drawn to you. They just know they're attracted to you. They could see themselves in a relationship with you, but they may not know you very well. This person has a really wishy-washy energy, too, about them. Still. Either Finks ain't even moving. Why is Justice in reverse? It's almost like this person just wants to make sure they don't have any like solid intentions with you. They're just wanting to make sure that they maintain some sort of connection with you, to have you as a resource, or have you as a possible connection or person for them. That's the Page of Pentacles in the reverse with Justice. Like, whatever they're offering you, I don't feel like it's a fair offer. They do definitely do a good job at masking it and coming across clean. Like, it's like somebody doing something really crappy, but saying, well, I was honest. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. It's like, yeah, but you still did what you did. I mean, the situation in itself. Confirmation. Why is the Page of Wands in the reverse? No, that's the Knight of Wands, and you have a Tower here. Why am I dealing with these patterns of energies? I mean, can we get some new energy coming through, please, Spirit? Can we, like, move in this direction where we don't have to deal with this toxicity? I mean, to be honest with you, though, if y'all were all, like, moving towards something great, or feeling good about a connection that you were in, you wouldn't be looking in tarot. It's just like you wouldn't be going to therapy if, you know, you were happy, or if everything was going great in your life. Well, there's no point in it, you know. Tarot is about self-reflection, self-help, and unless you're, like, thinking about your healing and where you need to heal at in your life or something like that, if we're talking about a relationship or someone else thinking about you, unless it's someone new, which, to be honest, this feels like someone newer still doesn't have the best of greatest intentions with you. I honestly feel like that this is someone that doesn't even really exactly know what they want. They're kind of all over the place. And to be honest, if they're King of Pentacles, that says a lot about this person, you know, if they're all over the place. Because I feel like they may see themselves as being loyal, but it's in a very prophecy kind of way. Does that make sense? It's like someone that, like I said before, you know, they see themselves as being loyal and being committal and being a faithful person, you know, doing the right thing, but it's because they're also focused on the things that are best for them too at the same time. So they don't really necessarily worry too much about how it's going to affect you. They'll fix that later. They're just focused on more so what they need for themselves. So their energy's not that great, you know. You have the Moon in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Six of Cups. This is somebody that's trying to come clean about something so that they can change the situation and have some sort of, like, reunion with you, get together, memories, like, feel fulfilled, but they don't have any full, like, good and committed intentions towards you. Yeah, the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Devil's there. Bad combination. Bad combination. This person, I feel like, is someone that definitely enjoys being single as well. They just may get lonely from time to time. Okay. Let's see what this person would say to you. I still landed on the Nine of Swords in reverse with the Devil. Let's see what this person would say. I just started in my head in the land far, far away. But I watched Shrek last night with my son, so that could be why. What would this person say to pile 4? Like they care at this point, right? At this point, from this time on, I mean, I feel like for most of y'all, this is just for shits and giggles, just to see what this person would have to say to you. What this person say to pile 4? Look, I don't want to know. This is someone that doesn't really want to know a whole lot about your personal life and get too far in depth here with you because they don't plan on sticking around, to be honest. I couldn't let you get close. Yeah, this person has a problem with relationships and intimacy. They may have been brutally hurt here in the past, or it may be a situation they feel like they're always dedicated to or stuck to in some kind of way. There's definitely some kind of crazy bond or connection or trauma bond or something going on there. I'm attracted to you. Yeah, told you. That's there. I love you. Doubt it. Doubt it. But I can tell you one of the things I wanted to say here that I didn't was with that Two of Cups and the Lovers, it can be a very significant soul connection, but like I said before, I think this person's more looking at the materialistic side of it. But it can also look like somebody that kind of has a great imagination or is a huge love bomber, can make you really feel like they are in it for the long haul. They really see you as that person, so be careful of that. Okay. Children. So children could be important here. I said that earlier. Children could be important to the relationship. We also have, I fantasize about you. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. I do feel like this person's trying to figure out how to come back towards you. I see life differently now. They're gonna try to explain why they ghosted you or why they went quiet here in some way. And we're more alike than I admit. I don't think you are. I think this person has a reason that they may be single or alone, and I don't think it's the same reason that you have. I feel like this person also, it's almost kind of like somebody that wants to have their cake and eat it too. And they feel justified in that, as long as they're doing what meets their needs. And as long as they're honest, or at least at some point they're honest. I don't know. This person's got a real funny energy to them. They have a way of making things right in their own mind. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's somebody that has a way of making things right in their own head. What do you need to really know about this person? Pathway number 35. What do you really need to know about this person? Thoughts number 16. So this person is really thinking about this. They're really thinking about you and coming towards you here, or the path. Be careful. This person may be thinking about what they could gain or get out of this connection here with you. Don't like that. And number 33, concerned. This person maybe feel like they've maybe waited too long, or something here took too long. That you've kind of given up on this or given up on them in some way. I'm curious. Of course I am. How honor number 25. As I say that, I was fixing to say, I'm really curious to how you're seeing this person. I want to get some cards for that. Just the way my energy shifted, the way my energy feels in your reading, it's coming off as more of smart alecky energy. It's not I don't feel like you're really hurt here. You may have been for the ghostedness, but I don't feel like you know this person that well. Tell me more about this. You have a Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Fool in reverse. Aries and Libra. This is like, I'm not putting up with that crap. I am not putting up with that. No way. Nope. You keep that over there. Not interested. Not happening. How do you see this person? Oh, 4. How do they see this person? Abso-freaking-lutely. That's how you see this person. The Knight of Wands in reverse. They see themselves as that way too, so shocker. You see this someone that's, yeah, it's just a player, somebody that's playing around. They're just all over the place. They don't really know what they want or where they're headed. They go towards whatever they're attracted to and run away quickly. You have a 9 of Pentacles here. This is the single energy. It did come out sideways, so you may not know whether or not this person is like much about this person, or you may not know, like, I don't know, I feel like you've identified this person with being single for reasons other than because they're trying to keep their peace, you know? And the Lovers. You do see this person, though. That's the thing here. I feel like you've identified this person as being someone that you could align with, but they're not in the energy of consistently looking for that. That was just a weird way to say that this person, you may see like yourself aligning with them, but they're not in the energy that you're aligned with at this time. So the outside of this person and everything in their life and stuff like that, they looks like yours, but the way that they're actually going about doing things in their life is not anything like what you want or want to experience. Knight of Wands in the reverse. You may see this person as somewhat immature. You have the Magician in reverse, so not knowing what they want, kind of being a little bit manipulative. King of Pentacles in the upright. Again, I mean, I just feel like you've identified with this person exactly like I've already mentioned. Gemini energies here are real big too, so they may kind of, you see this person as someone that can be either. At times they can be like very attentive and there and loving, and then the other times they disappear. The Lovers. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You feel like this is a lesson in love that you've already learned and you're not going back to it. That's what you feel like. Empress in reverse. You're worth more than this. The Hanged Man. You are worth more than this. This is how you're seeing this person. You don't feel like they can really offer you what you're looking for. That may be an initial thought, but I don't feel like you're... No, I feel like you feel like this person's a bit immature. They have some work to do on themselves. I don't know, I could keep going, but I just feel like I'm berating this person, so I'm just going to stop right there. Let's see when this person does come towards you, at least. Maybe you can be a little bit on the lookout. They're concerned here because they feel like that they've waited maybe too long or something like that, and now you have your walls up. When might this person come around or come about for pile 4? When can they expect this person? November just fell on the floor. The 25th. Isn't that Thanksgiving time? I don't know. I've always had issues with that holiday, but anyway. Oh, the sun just came out. Sorry, I have ADHD. 25 and 25 is here as well. So this could have to do with high honor. You may get some kind of message from this person because I just mentioned it like on a holiday or something like that. It's just kind of saying happy whatever, you know, or something, and some kind of message around that to try to kind of stick their foot in the door. It's time to move forward. Look, it's the number 7. This is actually 7 too. So I mentioned 7 in your reading earlier. I feel like you're in that place. I feel like you're already kind of moved on from this. But you may get a message here from somebody. It could be in December too, November, December 25th, 26th. Somewhere, it could be around a holiday. But anyway, they could be kind of sending you some kind of message and saying, let's just move forward. That kind of feeling is there. Or an invitation or offer to something, right? Okay, timeless reading, but those are coming up. This is next month. This is 2 months from now. So, okay, let's get some advice. So, let's start with, what advice are we going to start with? I have no idea. Was not prepared. Let me see if there's anything that you can expect. Hold on. Hold that thought. Let's see if you can expect anything else in the future here. Because this is who's thinking about you at this time, right? This is what's going on. But it's whoever's mostly thinking about you in these readings, by the way. But what can you expect in the future here for pile 4? What can they expect? Well, I guess, we'll just, boundaries is important. Butterfly as well, that could be a symbol because we've started here with change, and which is the butterfly. Oh boy. Okay. Passion is here. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. And then you also have window. A new adventure is coming. Get ready. And individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. And boundaries. I don't think this has to do with anyone else. Butterflies at the bottom. Boundaries say love may challenge your boundaries. Protect them. And you will meet a new love interest at a party or a night out. So for some of you, you may be meeting someone here. Butterflies could be the symbol when this person starts to come around. But you may be meeting someone here at an outing or party or something. I feel like this has to do with yourself. With passion and window, being passionate about the things that are in our lives that we're excited about, that we're wanting to explore, that bring us, abundance. Being passionate about certain things sometimes leads to opportunities in our life elsewhere. But we have to also remember to protect ourselves as well. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. This is like you finding yourself in a place to where you're focused on yourself, you're growing, you're expanding, and then you're making sure that you're keeping some boundaries. You have your standards when it comes to other people. And with that energy, I think that you may end up finding or meeting someone new, and this could come in a form that you don't expect. Yeah, romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. This may be somebody that you didn't see yourself being interested in, or it just may be like you meet this person in a very unique or different way, maybe even in a negative circumstance. Maybe you meet them, I don't know, something is different about this, how you meet this person. Yeah, if you get, for those of you, some of you, if you get some kind of an invitation to go somewhere or do something, and it's different and it requires you to kind of step out of your comfort zone in some way, or it's something different, I would say go for it, because you could actually meet somebody there. Okay, anyway. What advice do you have here? More advice for pile 4 to leave them with? Putting in the work, action that leads to achieving goals, building path for success. Focus on yourself at this time. You have some kind of abundance that's here if you could just stay focused in on yourself here. Creativity, have fun, express yourself in new ways. So it's definitely like putting yourself out there as far as being creative or being bold, Apology is here, forgiveness through mutual understanding, and overcoming obstacles. Get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations. So this is you kind of, I feel like, being unapologetic and just kind of overcoming obstacles and focusing on yourself. So if you have a lot of other people in your energy that are pushing on your energy, but you're trying to build or grow or focus on yourself in some way, this is like being unapologetic about it, and doing what you have to do in order to either get back on your feet or get out of it feeling a certain way, or just like achieving things, right? For some of you, this might have to do with this person or someone and going through this, like, just forgive and forget kind of feeling that's here. I feel like if you don't know this person very well, that's where you're at anyways. Okay. I'm going to get one more, actually. I'm going to get one of these. And then we'll get some initials. Gotta feed my kid before he has a football game. He's got playoff football games and they're in first place. So it's a big deal, you know. He's flag football. So number 12, embrace your life purpose. Yeah, there's this feeling of you continuing, like, if you're already doing that, great, keep doing it. It's going to take you off. It's going to lead you somewhere good. I'm guiding you towards the divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Okay, so let's see here. We have... You have the game controller, so getting in control of yourself here, not playing games or allowing anyone else to play games with you. We have choose happy. We have I lost my mind, and the camera here. So making memories could be something that's here. Choose happy, make memories. Control your mindset is something that's there. F A A J, the color red may be important. Pay attention to the red flags, of course, I want to say. J, Y, S, N, T, and Q. Alright, guys. Alright, I'm going to leave you right here. So, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.